Hi, Tim Eskil, 36 Channel, Island Park. So, hypothetical. You're elected, you're king for the day, you could drive immediate change. Is there one thing that you would do for the island to change for the better? And is there one thing that you would change that is, that hasn't been working, that you would like to change and maybe reverse course?
Is this working? Okay. One thing I'd change today, I would eliminate parking on 2nd Street between Pinewood Street and the Causeway on both sides of the road, because I think it's incredibly dangerous. So, I mean, they're probably sick of hearing me say this, but yeah, so that would be the one thing I would do day one if I had a magic wand and wave it. Maybe something else. I don't know if this is, we can do this or not, but the proliferation of golf carts, whether it's in saltwater ponds, which is a small number, or the retreat, which is a large number, we need to find a place to put golf carts. And maybe I would approach the people down at the pier and see if we could rent some space down there. It's not really big enough to park a lot of cars in, to allow golf carts to park out here so that more and more people can safely park their vehicles out here. Right now, people park wherever they can find a place. So those would be the two things I would do day one if I had a magic wand.
Tim, I think that is a really, really good question. And I remember when I was first elected for the first term 4.5 years ago, I had a plethora of things running through my mind that said, watch me go change this. And there's a process. I learned that you have to go through to get to share your ideas with the other commissioners, with the staff. And, oftentimes you can make changes, but it's not quick king for a day and wave your wand and it does happen. One of the things that I would like to do now going forward is I believe we all agree that we have a pearl of an island here. And the natural resource that we have is this beach, and how we save that beach through beach renourishment programs and things like that are key to what we all enjoy here. So one of the things that when budget time comes up, which is not too far away, I'd like to see us put a whole lot more money into sea oats and planting on top of the dunes so we can protect this beach.
Well, that's kind of a softball question. The thing that I would change is the 241 acres if I had the magic wand and make that problem go away. I'm trying to do that, and I feel a chance of that. Otherwise, what I would do to make this island better is I would focus more on the residents, especially focusing on them during the off-season. I believe they are a very small community, a community that I am told historically has a tradition of getting together with potlucks and things of that sort, where neighbors know each other and get along with each other and spend some time together. So I would like to do more of that type of community building for the residents, again, especially in the off-season. But also the focus of our entire government should be on the residents all season long. The thing that I would reverse is I'm big on communication. I believe that you need to be informed of everything that goes on, and you need to be able to express yourself so that we know how to enact what the will of our people is. So I would work on more communication elements such as that Zoom call, but other ideas I have as well. And I don't need a magic wand for that. What I need is just your help and the cooperation of the staff to effect better communication. And now and again, should you shake your head and say, no, I didn't know about that.
That's a tough question. If given a magic, what would be the first thing that I would do just to wipe everything out? I know it sounds redundant, and I don't mean that, but I do think I would try to do something about the parking. I know you're tired of hearing it, I'm tired of saying it, but it is a major issue. Friday nights, traffic needs to be addressed. The concerts are wonderful. That makes makes us a different, I don't know. So anyway, that's what I would do.
There's several things, but the first thing I would do is I would eliminate smoking on the beach. Now, I know that's hard to police, it's very difficult. Cancer killed my father, and he used one match a day. He lit one cigarette after another, and it got him. And I never was much on breathing someone else's secondhand smoke. I had to live with it. I knew what fresh air was till I went to college. But the reality of it is, we have a responsibility to make sure that our beaches are clean, safe, and that whomever uses them will have a good, positive experience. And I'd start with that. I'd eliminate smoking on the beach. Now, enforcement, we can talk about that all day long. Somebody lights up a cigar on the west end, the complaint comes in, and before you know it, Beach Patrol can't get there, the person's gone. I get it, but while we're talking about what we'd like to do, that would be number one on the hit parade for me. Those of you that know me know that safety and public safety and managing risk is a big part of what I do for a living. I'm concerned about pedestrian safety on the island, especially around the park, Causeway Drive, 2nd Street. And I would do everything possible to make sure that we do a better job of striping pedestrian crossings, putting up lights, building overwalks, whatever we could do to make that area of town safer. Because in the middle of the summertime, especially the week of July 4th, it's a dangerous place to walk around. And I've seen too many people with strollers, babies, families, and too many trucks coming off the island and 35 or 40 miles an hour headed off. It's dangerous and thank you.
Hi. One of the things that I am a big avid believer in is pedestrian safety, just like Mark was talking about. And so one of the first things I would do would make some proposals and about going to request from the NC DOT possibly painting the, and that may be through the town, it may not be NC DOT, but whatever the organization is that we need to go to about maybe possibly painting crosswalks on for all the beach accesses, along with those portable little signs that we have now at some of the accesses to make it safer and alert drivers. And also on the causeway, especially the causeway. I had some friends in Channelside that were real concerned about that. But they were riding their bikes and it was in the evening and it was not well lit. And I think a traffic signal of some sort or emergency signal, some kind of signal there would be a good idea that could be used for emergency services to clear the bridge as well. Because, especially with the traffic increasing the way it is as well. And speaking of emergency services, the other thing for the pedestrian safety is I would also propose to, along with the QR code that the town has now put on their signs that is very informative about the riptides and safety on the beach, I would also like to see a beach warning flag system and along with that, just to improve on the safety for our swimmers and our visitors, as well as our residents alike. There's other things I'd like to do too, but don't have enough time to talk about it right now.